Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sunny and today's reading is going to be What Does My Pet Think of Me? There's 3 piles. Pile number 1 on your left is Groot. Pile number 2 is the sea turtle. Pile number 3 is the dark horse. Go ahead and take a moment to stop the video. Otherwise, go ahead and skip to your pile selection if you know which one it is. I can also go ahead and put Groot up if you feel like you want to see his eyes. So yeah, I already did one for dogs and cats, pet reading for dogs and cats. So anything other than a dog or a cat, this is your reading for you. But you're more than welcome to choose if it is a dog or cat. It's just I specifically focused on non-dog pets. Yeah. So I will go ahead and start the reading. So pile number 1. What does your pet think of you? The Queen of Wands. Let me go ahead and put these. So in case you do want to pick a different one, if you have different pets, or the same, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. So, what does your pet think of you? Pile number 1. Your pet thinks of you that you're someone that's quick-witted, quick with words, very airy energy, because Wands is it's a very verbal, there's a lot of verbal communication with you. So I wonder if you talk to your pet a lot. I think most pet owners would baby talk, but I don't know if you baby talk, but I do feel that you like to make conversations with your pet. Oh right, it's upright. I forgot to say that it was upright. You could be also someone who likes communicating a lot and with others, not just your pets, but I feel that you're maybe like a social person, or maybe you like to socialize your pets a lot. You maybe like to go into parks and socialize with other people, with other pets or other animals. You're just like making connections, networks. I feel like you really like to be someone that interacts with others, and I feel like you probably make your pets interact with others too, and not in a forceful way, but in a let's communicate, so you socialize yourself too and not be so skittish or not be so aggressive. Sometimes that's why you socialize animals, and I feel this could be the reason why you tend to maybe socialize, or that's how they perceive you also. You could be someone that's very possibly independent, because this is still a queen and the queen is on her throne. So yeah, they definitely think, like, whether you're a man or a female, but majority of people that watch my channel are females, and I feel that you definitely embody the queen, the royal the royal energy for them, even if you're a king. But yeah, you're definitely someone that's, I feel that you're playful. I feel like you like to be playful with them, but still mature. It feels like you're mature. You're still like not necessarily like young, but you're mature. You like to be playful. You like to, hold them. I feel like you like to hold them in your hands. I really feel that these are, I don't know why I think it's, maybe you have like reptiles, birds possibly too, because I see a tree, and there's a little cat. I feel like you could have a cat too, or a small little animal besides maybe a hamster. I see a sunflower, and I see like a wood piece. I know it's a wand, but it's made of wood, I feel, and this is a cat. So I feel like it could possibly be like a rodent, a bird, a reptile, maybe bugs at that, because sunflowers carry little bugs. But I feel it could be a bird. I really feel like it could be a bird, because it's a chatty little thing, and Queen of Wands is also verbal, so it could be a chatty little bird, or a reptile like a turtle or a lizard. But you definitely like to hold them in your hands. You could have lighter hair. I don't usually like to pick so much on the skin color, because the standard tarot has like literally all white skin, so I just like to focus on the hair texture sometimes. But yeah, the hair texture is light, so I feel like you could have highlights, or you could have curly hair, but I can't even tell it because it's so small. But I love the little small letters, small little font. But yeah, I feel that maybe you can see it through here. You like to possibly braid your hair up. You could have accessories in your hair, like this one has a crown, but I feel like you could accessorize your hair with other items, not necessarily a crown. People don't walk around with a crown unless it's a flower crown, but I don't generally see people wearing crowns outside. But yeah, I definitely feel that you are a chatty one with this one. A bird, maybe it's a, what are those parrots called? An African parrot, I believe. They're the parrots that they tend to be very vocal. Like there's other species of birds also, but I feel that there's those parrots are really popular to have more like defined sentence structures and stuff like that. For example, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But yeah, definitely feel that you guys have a lot of happiness and joy, but you guys have good interactions with each other because you have a lot of social cues that you pick up on each other, and you also like to have, you basically have good verbal communication with your pet. So that's what they think of you, pile number 1. I hope you liked it. You could also have, they could have these color schemes, for example, like golds and yellows, possibly blues, but I feel like there's a lot of gold. Or maybe you could wear a lot of these colors, like just gold and light blues, just such sunny, bright colors. Maybe they're like maybe they're morning pets, or maybe you're a morning person too. You're up early in the morning. You wake up talking early, talking early to them, and vice versa. Maybe. But yeah, I definitely feel that you could also possibly have another pet because there's a little cat. So I hope you liked this pile 1. If you liked, if you liked and enjoyed what I just said, please like and subscribe and comment. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to pile number 2. And yes, so pile number 2. We have Temperance reversed. So I definitely feel that I went a little overboard with the first one. So I apologize, because I kind of like to stick, when it's like 1 cards, I tend to like to stick to like around 5 minutes or so, but I definitely went a little ahead. A little overhead, sorry. So what does your pet think of you, pile number 2? I feel maybe there's several ways to go about this, right? I always say that, but I feel that your pet, pile number 2, is what they think of you is that you're possibly chaotic. For example, there's a lot of chaos in your internal energy. Maybe you need to be a little more balanced in their eyes. Not very grounded. Someone that's constantly on the move or constantly changing. I feel that there's a lot of I feel that for some reason, just like the little objects that I put, I feel like you could have like a water animal, maybe like a fish or a turtle or a sea star, interesting, like a crab per se. I don't keep saying per se. Yeah, I just feel for some reason, I think I'm focusing more on sea critters in this one, or water critters, than compared to pile number 1. I do definitely feel, because that there's water here, frogs, amphibians, lizards, salamanders, things of the sort. I feel like little animals and critters that live close to like little rivers and ponds and like small water sections. That's what I feel. Well, describing specifically just your pet, majority of the people that I feel pick this pile would be those sorts of pets. Yeah, they definitely feel that you are maybe just focusing on yourself too much, just trying to find some balance. Maybe like a sense of direction, I feel, possibly for this pile. I definitely feel that maybe they're trying to like realign you to be like, hey, like your purpose is here, like your purpose is, you're doing great. Like they're kind of like trying to pep you up in some way. I feel that you could also possibly carry them on your hand also, because normally I try to imagine myself in the cards where the cards are letting you know how you interact with your animal. So I feel that because there's a lot of hand holding items in this card, also for temperance, you could possibly carry them, or you could possibly because it's reversed, you could also not hold them like that, because they're like, I just feel they're water animals, like water critters. Like maybe you like to see them and play with them, like point with your fingers and stuff, or just hold them when it's necessary, because again, it's not always the kind of animals you tend to like hold, like hairy furry animals. Furry animals tend to be a little more touchy with you, not touchy because they want to be pet, but more so you will tend to hold them more because there's more maintenance sometimes with furry animals. And sometimes people choose like other sorts of animals, like snakes, for example. I also feel it could be a snake here, because you don't really have to maintain them as much. They're kind of like not self-cleaning, but you get what I'm saying, where they tend to kind of be very independent. They know what they're doing. They know how to handle their bodies. You're not constantly going at them. Maybe that's the kind of animals that you tend to pick for this pile too. But yeah, maybe they're trying to tell you that you should seek some more structure, purpose, internally. Not so much like outwardly, but yeah, that's what I'm getting for this one. You could also be like someone, let me get this closer to the, let me reverse it so you can see. So remember, this is reversed. You could possibly be someone that cares for them a lot, and they see you as like their knight in shining armor. I don't want to say guardian angel because it's not always like that, but there's someone that you see you like glowing in your own, but you don't see this. I think you don't see everything that they see and what you're capable of in your own space and energy. So they kind of just gotta remind you, then push you that you're the person that you need to be and that you're doing great. But yeah, you could also like wearing, besides that, describing you, what they think of you, you could also like wearing flowy clothing, not very restrictive clothing, maybe like linens or maybe cottons, but I'd feel more like linens. What's that? There's not polyester, but there's maybe it's like spandex polyester. It's stretchy, but I feel it's very breathable textures and fabrics. Possibly whites too, like again, I just feel like it's breathable fabrics that you like to wear. Not necessarily that you're wearing tunics and like maxi dresses that are like pleated and curvy, airy. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's not necessarily that you have to be wearing like this sort of dress, because not everybody wears this, but you could wear the type of structure that this ensemble is referring to. I feel that you like to water them, because again, there's cups. It looks like there's cups in this picture, and I honestly feel that you could also have curly hair, and you probably do this every morning. It's like a routine. I feel that it's a routine that you do every morning, and you tend to probably change their water, or you let them out for some air for a little bit. Like I think they're called gecko lizards or bearded dragons, I think. I've seen people like walk them in a leash. Sometimes because they're lazy. They don't move always, but I've seen people do that. But yeah, I definitely feel like you have some routine for them, because it's necessary having clean water for them. That's why I feel like it's like amphibian style pets, water critters. So yeah, I definitely think that they think that you need a little bit more, maybe balance, a little bit more, a little less internal chaos, and you should be good. But that's how they see you, pile number 2. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe, and comment if you like what I said. If it resonated, great. Leave what didn't, because it's probably meant for somebody else. And I'll see you later. I'm going to go ahead and start with pile number 3. Pile number 3, we have, oh, I always get this confused. I'm sorry. I need to close up. 4 of Swords. I always want to say like 6 of Swords with this one. There you go. There you can see it. Mostly because I always confuse. I guess there's like a lot of lines in the picture itself that I always think blah, blah, blah. I always think it's an excessive amount of swords when there's just 4. So pile number 3, 4 of Swords reverse. What does your pet think of you? They think you're a hard worker, I feel. I definitely think you're doing a bunch of projects, crafts at the same time. They feel that you are burning yourself out. Burning the candle at both ends is what I think I was trying to say. Because you like having your hands, like this person upright is relaxed, it's peaceful, it's resting, taking their time to take their next move. And in reverse, it's like, I'm ready to take action. I need to do this, and this, and this. It's like, gotta finish everything. So I definitely think that this pile has a lot of energy. It's chaotic in a different sense compared to if you pick number 2, pile number 2. This pile has a lot of, it's like, I feel like you're the Energizer Bunny. I wonder if this relates to for example, the first one, I don't think you can see. I'm gonna put Groot down. Oops. For the first pile, I feel that the creatures resemble, maybe the person, oh, he can't see, but it's fine. They resemble, right, what you possibly could have picked for animals. Maybe you have a horse. Maybe you're a wild horse also. Maybe you have that stallion energy, a steed. Like, it's just, you're a lot to handle. I feel you have so much energy. Or you could also have a bunny, like just hop, 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 hippity hop everywhere. You have so much abundance of energy. It's like crazy energy. Especially with swords. I feel like you're very action-oriented, verbal also. Fast, you're quick with words. Similar to pile 1, I feel that you know how to get things done, you know where to get things, and you have no issue getting yourself there when it comes to getting the proper verbatim out there. That you know how to, like, maybe you need to order pet food and you know exactly where to get it because you know your pet, so you know exactly where to order, how long it's going to take, how much it's going to take, if there's discounts for or on sale for whatever season there is. Like, you just know everything, and because you're on top of these things, you're just like information here, there, everywhere, and you just collect it and it becomes a resource for you. So I feel that you're on top of things, but maybe a little too on top of things because there's a lot of energy here. It's super chaotic energy, but in a sense where you're burning yourself too much. You're burning yourself out. You're burning the candle out at both ends. And they possibly want you to rest a little bit, like take it easy, slow down. There's no hurry. Relax, enjoy the time you have with your pets, or enjoy your own time because they could possibly see that you're a workaholic, but not like intensely workaholic. You're just someone that has your hands in a lot of projects simultaneously at once. And then you start something else, and then you start something else, and then maybe you just like to work a lot to better the lives of your, not like a job, don't think of it this, but how can I improve my pet's quality of home environment? And you tend to kind of like work on things like that. I feel this is the kind of pile that you are. That's how they see you. You're someone that's ready to take action. You're getting yourself exhausted maybe also because you're doing a lot. So slow down, take it easy, enjoy your pets. They'll be fine, but you know, it's good to have energy, don't get me wrong, but take it easy, be slow. I wonder what, I'm kind of wondering what this sort of pet you would have. I feel that it's a pet that you possibly work out with or like run with. I feel like you're a runner or like jogger, but you play with them. But I feel like for some reason I feel like this is a bigger pet. I definitely feel like maybe it's like a cow, sheep, horse, bigger pets, farm pets. Feels like it's a land type of pet. Alpacas, llamas, maybe. I definitely feel it. Maybe it's like you have like a mother-daughter pet. Like I feel like maybe you could possibly work in a farm. You need to recharge your batteries a lot with them. So I definitely feel it's a big animal because of that. I feel like it's possibly a horse. Also because I wasn't specifically thinking of the animals. I just thought, let me get animal objects close to animal. I know it's not an animal, but you get what I'm saying. Close to animal-looking objects as I can to make it look coherent with the reading. But I definitely feel it can be stressful and demanding, taking care of your pets. These pets maybe. And they're here to let you know that it's okay. You know, they're here for you, but they definitely think you should just slow it down a bit because you're working yourself to exhaustion, and it can be very restless energy. Yeah, you're pushing forward a lot, which is good. You know, sometimes you kind of need to because no one else is going to do the work for you, but I think they more so want you to take your pace. Take a slow, just a little slow. Like if you're going 20 miles per hour with them, go 18, go 17 miles per hour. You know, slow it down just a bit. Not a whole lot, but just turn it down a notch just enough so you can catch your breath, or you catch your breath. Because taking care of maybe this pet feels like it's a lot. Like you need a lot of structure with them, but a different kind of structure. Like you can't mess up their routine. You can't mess up their habits because they're not easily animals that you get to train. For some reason, I feel like there's a lot of it's hard to get a handle of that. Not of their habits, but just if they fall out of their routine, they're just in order for you to get them back to their own pace, it takes a lot of work for you. That's what I feel. So yeah, I think you definitely talk to them a lot, or maybe you try to, but they don't listen. I feel they're a little stubborn, or maybe you're stubborn, but I feel that your pets are a little stubborn. Like I feel like you could tell them to do stuff, and they don't do it. They just kind of look away. I feel that's kind of like that kind of funny little attitude, but of course every pet means well. It's just they like to have their own personality, I feel, including maybe you. So yeah, I hope this resonated, pile number 3. If it didn't, or if I'm just describing you, pick another pile. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Take what resonated, leave what didn't, and I'll see you in a different reading. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you like the content. It really helps out the algorithm, and I hope you have a good day. So bye everyone.